Welcome back to Leading with Raquel. I'm Rakael Carr, a leadership strategist and a financial growth coach. So there are about 12 listening blocks, and hopefully I can get through them pretty quickly. If not, you can always come back to this video when you want to look at the rest of it. So one of the first listening blocks is comparing that person's success to your success. The person is talking, you are sizing them up. They have a car, you're comparing your car to their car. You're constantly in this compare mode to see if what you have is better than what they have. The second listening block is rehearsing. Rehearsing is when the person is talking and you're rehearsing what your reply is going to be instead of actually listening to what they're saying. You're waiting for an opening to be able to respond. One of the other types of listening blocks is advising. That's when the person is talking to you and you are in advisement mode. You start making suggestions on how to become an expert in their life. So you start telling them what they need to do, what they should do, how they should do it, instead of fully listening. Another listening block is judging. When the person's values or morals don't line up with your personal values or morals, when they're speaking to you, you're constantly looking at them with a judgmental eye. You're distracted by what they have on, what they're saying, their lifestyle. So you're not able to fully listen to what they're saying because you don't even value them. So you're already putting them down in your mind. And it's very difficult for you to hear what it is that they're saying. You're not being fully present. Another one is filtering. Filtering is when you're halfway listening, you're filtering out the person's emotions, how they feel, are they upset, are they angry, you're just listening to what they're saying based off of what your needs are. Another listening block is daydreaming. Daydreaming usually happens when you're in those long meetings or those conference calls and someone is just talking, going on and on, and they're very long-winded, and you start daydreaming and you're floating away, and then suddenly they ask you a question. You're like, you don't know what to say because you weren't listening in the first place. Daydreaming can happen at any given time if you're not fully interested or engaged in what the person is saying. Another type of listening block is identifying. This is when the person that you're speaking with has a similar experience that you've had. So while the person is talking, you're not fully listening because you cannot wait to tell them about your story. They went to a 10-day cruise to Alaska and they're telling you about it. They're not even done with the first seconds of it before you start reliving your Alaskan cruise and you want to tell them about your Alaskan cruise. You overtalk or you jump out there so that you can get your story out and your point of view out. Another type of listening block is mind reading. Mind readers are usually very distrustful. So if you're a mind reader, you are paying attention to detail to what the person isn't saying. And when you're looking at what they're not saying, you're probably not listening to what they really are saying. So it's important to be fully present and listen and not have those biases come in. Actually speaking, and they're telling you something, you want to be able to hear what it is they're saying. Another type of listening block is sparring. Sparring is when you're emotionally charged, you're in an argument, and you are not listening at all. You're just waiting to counteract each and every comment that the person is saying. So you're only hearing bits and pieces. And once they say one word that triggers you, you are responding with how you feel about that particular word or that particular sentence. You're not listening to the full comment. You don't understand what's really happening, but you're in sparring mode. You're in fight mode. Another listening block is being right. Being right is very dangerous. When your goal is to be right, you can't take criticism. You will twist the truth just to make sure that you are right in the end. You will bring up the other person's past issues and the things that they've done so that there's no highlight on the real topic. Let's say if you are wrong, you're not really hearing what the person is saying. Therefore, you're not able to grow. We're all wrong at a point in our lives. And when we are wrong, we have to be able to accept it. To take good ownership and responsibility for our action. Be open to hear. And to be able to hear, you have to be fully present and you have to listen. Another listening block is smoothing over. And that's when, a person is talking, and you're like, yeah, sure, yeah, you're right. You avoid conflict. You don't want any problems. You want the person to feel good. So you constantly smooth over whatever the issue is. The last one we're going to discuss today is derailing. Derailing is when you don't want to discuss the topic. So whatever the communication is, you change the subject, or you have a sarcastic comment, or you start cracking jokes, but you are in major avoidance mode. That is derailing. Those are our top 12 listening blocks that prevent us from fully hearing and fully being present. And as a leader, it is always important that we are great communicators, that you understand everything that's happening with your people, with the organization, with your environment. It requires self-discipline. It's absolutely necessary to step back, to open up your ears, and to be fully present, fully engaged, so that you can hear what others are saying. I hope to see you in the next video when we talk about active listening. Thank you again for leading with Raquel, and until next time, talk to you soon. Please like, follow, subscribe, and forward it to someone that you think might be able to use these tips.